Hello everyone, welcome to Law Excellence. This is Pratyusha. In today's session, we're going to discuss about 3 different articles that have come up on artificial intelligence. And we already know that there's large amount of improvement and inclusion of artificial intelligence has been going on in everyday life. In the first article, we have seen that the Ministry of IT has given a draft on the difference or the amendments including different aspects of the AI. For example, it has clearly given a definition about the synthetic information. Now here the synthetic information means that the artificially generated, the computer generated information that has been an AI or else it is an video, deep fake or an audio that has been coming. Now all this type of information will be coming under the word called synthetically generated information according to the draft rules that has been tested. Then second, they have stated and they have highlighted that the platforms, not just the platforms, but also the content creators, now whenever there is an artificially generated image, the content is being present, video is being present, audio is being there. Now they have to be clearly labeled. Labeling should be present for all the AI generated images, videos, audios according to the platform, also the content creators. Then the uploading of the content creators must compulsory, clarifyly declare that it is an AI generated one. And it also highlighted that the intermediaries are to deploy technologies to check and the metadata to verify authenticity. Now we have many intermediaries are being present, Facebook or the Instagram or the Twitter that has been there. Now they are given the task saying that now they have to check and verify these AI data that has been there or AI content that has been coming into the social media platforms. And they also have to take measures that there is a quick takedown of the process for the harmful or misleading AI content. Now this is what that is being given. Now why this kind of draft has been coming up? Now as we know, the information and the AI technology is being increasing fast and the deep fakes are being creating large amount of frauds or fraudulence, gender based scams or the different types of illegal activities are being coming up. Now to reduce that, to include the new emerging technologies and the information that is being circulated in the society and for the governance purposes. Now this draft into the amendment of the IT rules will give more perspective and more coverage regarding the content, the synthetic information that has been created. Now next, the next article talks about artificial intelligence for the MSMEs. The MSMEs are the ones which have been contributing around 30% of the GDP, 45% of the export and around 11 crore people are being employed in the MSME. Now such a big sector which is having large amount of potential in including the AI. Now let's see how AI can be included in this MSME. Now first when we see manufacturing sector. Now when we see the manufacturing sector, now we all know the MSME is incurring 10 to 20% of extra cost according to the or with the corresponding with the larger enterprises that are being there. Now here when we see, whenever the AI is being utilized in the manufacturing sector, now it can predict the maintenance and the quality control. For example, we have the sensors, the radars that are being present. Now proper maintenance. Now these sensors will always have even the minute changes, miscoloration, deformation, anything will be detected easily, which sometimes the human eye will not able to detect. Now this is where quality control can be coming up. And in the maintenance also, the cracks or the functioning of the machines, the repair, etc. will be enhanced with the utilization of the AI. Then second, we have the retail and the services. For example, the AI can provide 24/7 service with the chatbots that are being there, and it can always measure the inventory management. Now, according to the demand, it can go with the ordering of the different types of raw materials, inputs to the production of the goods, etc. Then it is also target marketing. Now, with the help of the AI will be generating a target specific audience offers can be generated. Not only this, it can engage and also produce budgetary goods according to the targeted audience. Now, this is where the AI can make a larger role in the retail and services. Then next we have in the finance. Now, we all know the small enterprises, the medium enterprises, they are having difficulties in acquiring the traditional credit system and all. Now, this AI can utilize the inventory, the transcriptions, the translogs and all, and also can also in the payment issues that have been coming up with the customers and all. Now, that also can be reduced. Now, AI can analyze the payment patterns, the fraudulent payments that will be occurring in that type of customers, etc., and regular payment checks and all. Now, these all in the financial sector also can be utilized with the help of the AI. Then next we have agricultural and the food MSME. This is where very much important that will be there. The AI will also utilize large amount of weather pattern, soil pattern, and what type of crops that have been growing on in the India in a particular area. Accordingly, if there is a large amount of monsoonal rainfall will be coming, the inventory automatically will be ordering more amount of raw material. Now, according to that, the agriculture, according to the food manufacturing sector, according to the demand that has been present, the AI will help in improving the productivity in the MSME. This is where we have the yield production, the supply chain optimization can be helped with the AI. Not only this, we also have it in the transport, in the logistics, and also in the marketing facilities. Now, this is where we have the AI can be utilized in the development and the increase of the MSME coverage in the India. Let's see what are the benefits. So, if we include the AI, what can be the benefits that have been occurring? First thing is that it will boost productivity and lower the cost. The main use of AI is that the more amount of production should be there and the cost should be minimum. The loss should be minimum. And the second, it helps the MSME to compare with the large cooperatives. Now, large cooperatives, yes, they already have been using the AI. Now, this help can also increase the MSMEs to compete with the large cooperatives that have been there. Then we have enhancing decision making using real-time data. Now, this is very important. Now, in this MSME, one major issue that's been present is that they don't have much amount of data. Database has been lacking. Now, this AI will be covering that. Now, this database has been given to that, where the real-time decision making can be enhanced with the use of AI. Now, let's see what are the different challenges that are being present regarding including the AI into the MSME. The first thing is that high cost of adoption. Now, already the MSME is having certain amount of difficulties in the financing is been there, and this AI inclusion and AI adoption do require large amount of investment. Now, this is where one hurdle is being present. Second, lack of the AI skills and the data availability. Now, AI skilling, the capacity, the human capacity should be increased for the use of AI in the MSME. Then we have trusted and the explainability issues. Now, the black box phenomena models that have been there, they fear that if the AI has been included, so similar like that will be happening in this scenario. Then we have weak digital infrastructure in the rural clusters. Now, this problem has been present. Even if you take the next topic, the agriculture or else the industries or else the other sectors that have been there, why we can't include the AI in the rural? Because we have large amount of infrastructural gap is being present. Then what can be done? One we can do is that we have to have AI adoption initiatives, and cloud credits should be given to the MSME so that the inclusion of AI will be increased in the sector, and the common data platform and AI sandboxes should be developed for the MSME. Upskilling programs via Skill India, MSME Ministry has to be taken up place, and the responsible AI. Now, this is very important in the AI. Ethically, the AI, that is also a concern that has been rising up. They should have transparent, inclusive, and it has to be affordable. Now, this responsible AI is what we require in the MSME. Now, these will help in inclusion of the AI into the MSME. This is the second article that has been come up related to the artificial intelligence. Now, we also have one more article that will be representing the AI related to the agriculture. Now, we have the Ministry of IT. Along with that, we have the Future Farming in India, AI Playbook for Agriculture. Now, Planning Authority has actually been given. Now, this type of a report has been released where they have clearly stated how artificial intelligence will be included into the agriculture, which is very important for the right now scenario. Now first let's see in which areas the AI can be included in the agriculture. The first one we have is the crop planning. Now when we know AI analyzes large amount of data regarding the weather, regarding the soil condition, regarding what type of fertilizers, pesticides need to be present, MSME data that has been there. Now all these data can be included in the crop planning, in what type of crops to be grown in this region. And also it also takes about the soil sustainability analysis. According to the soil, it will also give an information that what type of fertilizers has to be utilized in this field. Then we have the precision farming. Now this is one more emerging technologies where we have been using in the AI. We are using drones for two things. One for seed dispersal, we have been using for the dispersal of the fertilizers, etc. We are using the drones. Then we have the IoT sensors. The IoT sensors are being present regarding the soil moisture, if the moisture is present, not present, how the growth is been going on. The Internet of Things sensors are being coming up. Irrigation is also being given in this sector. Then automated irrigation, as I told you. Then we have the weather forecasting. Now it will utilize and hyperlocal models to analyze when if it's a rainfall is coming or it's a drought that is been coming up, and this will also enhance for the pest and the diseases that have been there. Then we have the supply chain. AI will also be utilized for the grading, the superior variety, the inferior variety. This grading can also be done with the AI, and also we can enhance our cold chain management and the traceability. Where is the location of the goods that are being present regarding the particular whenever the demand supply is being not being met, we can easily locate where the goods are being present. Traceability can be enhanced with the use of the AI. Then we have the insurance and the credit. Now whenever the yield is being predicted for the agricultural activity, now yield prediction models can be utilized for the fair payouts. So income of the farmer can be increased with the use of the AI in this sector. Then let's see what is the importance, why we require the AI to be utilized in the agriculture. First thing is that it will increase the yield, and it also will increase the resource efficiency. We can utilize the water to the maximum. We can also utilize the required fertilizers only, not excess chemicals that will be coming up again, entering into the food chain and affecting the people's health. Now this sector the AI can help. Second, it can help the small and marginal farmers in adapting to the climate availability. Now they have a little bit difficulties have been there in the next section which we'll be talking about. And it also increases data-driven agriculture and smart policy. Now this is where we have one word called smart agriculture. Now in the smart agriculture is where we have been coming up with this AI. Then we will see what are the challenges and what are the UPSC's recommendations have been present. So here first one, when we see what are the challenges in including the AI into the agriculture sector. First thing is that data gaps and non-standardized farm records. Now this is one issue that is being present where we don't have proper farm records have been there. Though we know the land farmers have been there, we have more amount of small and marginal farmers have been present. Now exact land records, what type of infrastructure is being present and what type of crops are being growing on that land. So that information is lagging behind. The perfect crop information is not being present. Second thing is that large amount of data gaps have been present. This year how much amount has been there, next year how much amount. Now the data gaps have been present. Second, we have the high cost of sensor and connectivity. Now this has been present for every. Now AI difficulties, what has been there? One thing we can talk about is that it is having a high cost for the sensors and the connectivity. Now this is one problem that is been existing. Infrastructural deficiencies are being present. Second, digital literacy among the farmers remains low. General digital literacy regarding the soil health, the weather forecast system only, now we are been developing. Now from this we are trying to enhance and incorporate the AI to the farmers. Now it takes a little bit time for us the farmers to come up with the use of AI into the agriculture. Majorly, this difficulty is being found in the small and the marginal farmers. Then the data ownership and the privacy concerns. Now, how this large amount of data that is being present regarding the farmers, now where it's been concerned, government has to be taking up what are the privacy issues that are being present. Now, these are the challenges that are being associated with the inclusion of AI into the agriculture. Then we have the OPSC's recommendations that are being present. Now, one is that we can try to build the AI data common AI data that can be utilized by the farmers, that can be utilized by different AI models, and we have to develop an open standards for the AI in the agriculture. Second, we can run cluster level plots for local calibrations, increasing the human capacities, the awareness regarding the AI in the farming technologies. Then we can also promote affordable sensors and local connectivity. Now, this is more important. The infrastructure has to be developed. Now, even though if the farmer is having adaptability has been there, he's trying to adapt the AI, but proper infrastructure has been not been present. Now, that will cause an hindrance. So, we have to promote the affordable sensors and the rural connectivity should be present. Last and importantly, it should create a trust framework for the farmer's consent and the benefit sharing. Now, this is very important. The consent and the benefit sharing should be present with the farmers and the government. Now, this is where we have different ways that we can include or we can enhance the AI inclusion into the agriculture. Now, let's see one practice question, one prelims practice question and a mains practice question. Now, let's see one prelims practice question. With reference to the draft amendments to the Information Technology, Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code Rules 2021, consider the following statements. First one, the amendment proposed to define and regulate synthetically generated information. Second, they require intermediaries to label all AI generated content as synthetic. Third, only government-owned digital platforms are exempted from these provisions. Fourth, the amendment mandate the metadata tagging and user declaration of the AI content. Which of the above statements have been correct? First, 1A, that is 1, 2 and 4 only are correct. B, 1 and 3 only. C, 2, 3, 4 only. And the fourth one, all the above. So, please do comment the right answer. Now, let's see one of the mains question that we can write regarding the AI that has been there. Evaluate the role of AI in enhancing competitiveness, inclusion and resilience of MSMEs in India. What policy interventions are needed for its large-scale adoption? So, just now we have discussed, you have to write how MSME is important in India and how AI can be included in MSME, and majorly you have to write, the focus actually has to be present in how AI can include the competitiveness, inclusion and reliance. 3 words have been there. The focus has to be present on these 3 words. And what policy interventions are being required to include the AI into the MSME. Now, this is how the answer should be written. Thank you everyone. Next time we'll meet with another interesting topic.